Hello students, welcome to the e-learning platform presented by Mechanical Engineering Department of Dr. Bapuji Saroke Institute of Engineering and Technology, Kolhapur. Learning objectives for today's session are: number one, study the major components of automobile. The main components of the automobile will be studied in today's session, or how the automobile is divided into different components, or how automobile is made using different components will be studied in today's session. Second, identify various types of automobile bodies. Different types of automobile bodies will also be studied in today's session. Starting with major components of an automobile body. An automobile consists of substructure called as chassis and superstructure called as body. Chassis is the main structure upon which all major components of an automobile which are necessary to move the automobile are assembled. Chassis comprises of everything except the vehicle body, the cabin and the equipment. The automobile chassis consists of the following equipments or following components. First, frame, engine, transmission system, suspension system, controls, electrical controls and radiator. We are going to learn these all components of chassis one by one as follows. The first major component of automobile is frame. The frame is the main part of the chassis on which remaining part of the chassis are mounted. The frame should be extremely rigid and strong so that it can withstand shocks, twists, stresses and vibration to which it is subjected while the vehicle is moving on the road. It is also called as underbody. The frame is supported on wheels and tire assembly. The frame is narrow in front and providing short turning radius for front wheels and wide at rear side to provide the larger space in the body. It is a skeleton. Basically, frame is a skeleton that holds the all unit together. There are two types. The first, the conventional pressed steel frame to which all mechanical units are attached, and the second, the integral or frameless construction in which body structure is so designed as to combine the function of body and frame. This decreases the weight of the vehicle and saves the fuel consumption, also reduce the manufacturing cost, but the disadvantage is that it increases the repair cost if the damage is caused during accident. The next component is the engine. The engine is basically the power plant, or it is the powerhouse which develops and provides motive power to propel the vehicle for performing various functions of vehicle. The power plant or engine provides motive power for all various functions which the vehicle or any part of it may be called upon to perform. The power plant generally consists of an internal combustion engine which may be either spark ignition engine or of compression ignition type. Combination of IC engine and electric motor have been used successfully nowadays in hybrid vehicles. It is located at front, rear or in middle depending upon the type of application of layout or depending upon the vehicle layout. The third major component is transmission system. This system consists of various different systems such as: first, a clutch. A clutch is used to connect or disconnect the engine in power to road wheel when desired. It is located after the engine in transmission system. Second, gearbox. Gearbox is used to obtain the various fixed torque ratio according to the requirement. That is, it is used to vary the torque. It also helps to reverse the vehicle. It is located after clutch. Third, universal joint and propeller shaft. Universal joint and propeller shaft are located between the gearbox and the differential. It transmits the torque from the gearbox to the final drive and also help to adjust the different inclination when the vehicle moves across a bump or a shock. 4. Differential. Differential is located at the rear or sometimes front axle depending upon the type of drive. It helps differential helps the vehicle to turn through right angle and split the torque in equal proportion on the road wheels. Fifth, axle. Axle is nothing but the weight carrying portion, whether it may be front axle or rear axle. It takes vertical load or due to the weight of body, shock load due to braking or driving, and torque reaction due to braking and driving, and side thrust due to cornering. And the last is wheels and tire. The wheels along with the tire has to take the vehicle load, provide the cushioning effect and cope with the steering control. The next is component is suspension system. This system or suspension system isolates the vehicle body from road shock or prevents the body from road shocks which are in form of rolling, bouncing and pitching. It provides comfort to the passenger and reduces the stress in frame. To prevent the road shock from being transmitted to the vehicle components, to safeguard the occupants from the road shocks, and to preserve the stability of vehicle in pitching and rolling while in motion are the functions of suspension system. Usually there are two types of suspension system. First is conventional system in which leaf springs are used, and second is independent system in which no rigid axle beam is used and the suspension, each wheel has independent suspension system. These types we are going to learn in the further coming chapters. The next major component of an automobile system are the control system. Basically, there are two types of control. The first is the steering system. Steering system, it is used to change the direction of motion of vehicle by turning the front wheels. The front wheels are linked to the steering wheel which is operated by the driver. Second, braking system. Braking system provides safety to the vehicle by stopping quickly or slow down the speed while going down the slope, or the brakes are mounted on the wheels of an vehicle. Next is the electrical control system. The electrical control system basically consists of a supply system, that is first the battery or generator and a dynamometer. Second, the starter for starting the vehicle. Third, the ignition system, that is battery or magnetic ignition system. And last, the other ancillary devices or miscellaneous system such as driving light, signaling light, reverse light, panel light, wiper, parking light, etc. The next is major component of automobile, radiator. Radiator, it is a device used to recool the hot engine water for recirculation purpose. It is an engine cooling device in a motor vehicle or an aircraft consisting of a bank of thin tubes in which circulating water is cooled by the surrounding air. Radiators are heat exchangers used to transfer thermal energy from one medium to another for purpose of cooling and heating. The radiator is connected to engine by hose pipe and allow the cooled water for circulation. It is located at the front or rear depending upon the chassis or depending upon the vehicle layout. The last point of major components of automobile is a body, or also we can call as a superstructure. Vehicle body is a superstructure and with chassis makes a complete vehicle. Body is either integral with underframe or bolted to the frame. The body and chassis make the complete vehicle. Vehicle body consists of doors, windows, engine cover, roof, luggage cover, etc. Different type of body is attached to chassis according to the application. In case of frameless construction, the body performs the function of both body and frame. Whereas in case of where frameless construction is not adopted, there must be separate superstructure, that is body is attached to the frame. The following conditions are fulfilled by the vehicle body, must be fulfilled by the vehicle body. It must be light, it must have reasonable fatigue life, it should not have too many complicated components, it should ensure quite side easy entry and exit, and it must withstand uniform stress induced. The next point is auto body styles. Auto body styles, there are different body is attached mainly to the chassis is frame, and there are different body types depending upon the different application. The first are the car bodies. In car bodies there are three types of car bodies, in which again they have multiple number of types. The first is closed cars. Closed cars are the one which are having the roof on the top. The first is saloon or sedan car. Saloon or sedan car is the one which is having the long passenger space for keeping the luggage. Second, hatchback. Hatchback is the one which is having the short passenger space. Coupe. Coupe is again one type, in which there are two types. Third, limousine. Limousine is again the vehicle, closed vehicle or closed car, which is long in length and consists of multiple number of seats. And last is fastback. The second is open cars. In open cars, the first one is sports car. Sports car usually having open, which do not have roof tops, are called as open cars. Second, convertible. Convertible are the one which can open, or are the one which roof tops open and close as per your need. Cabrio coach or semi convertible, again same. In this, the half rooftop gave open. And coupe convertible. Coupe convertible is a type of a coupe which is closed car. And the third is the special styles. These are designed, or these are required as per your loads, as per your conditions. The first is state cars. State cars are to carry the different types of loads. Station wagon, again station wagon car. And third, sports utility vehicle, that are SUVs. So these are different types of car bodies. Next types of auto body styles are bodies for transport vehicle. We have seen car bodies. Next is bodies for transport vehicles. The first is van. We know that van or omni used for carrying small or load or light load or maximum number of passengers. Second is truck. Third, articulated vehicles. Articulated vehicles are the long trailers, containers carrying the heavy vehicles or carrying the vehicles for transporting purpose from one place to another. Bus is again the long vehicle, yeah, used for public transport. And coach. Next is two-wheeler bodies. Two-wheeler bodies, first is a standard bike. Second, cruisers. Third, sports bike. And last, scooters and mopeds. These are the body types which we know. So there are basically three types of auto body styles: bodies for cars, bodies for transport vehicle, and two-wheeler bodies. So this is it. Thank you for today's session. We have completed the major components of an automobile and auto body styles. Thank you once again.